Hello everypony, Dale over here. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And also warning, it's going to contain my personal opinion about stuff in the My Little Pony episodes, so if you don't like stuff like this, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go, 3, 2, 1. So this is more of theory than something I think about, but yeah, never mind. Here we go. I think that everything had happened once before. I do believe that this is a scenario where we have to think a little bit about what is happening and all of this stuff. But like Spike shows, for example, this vase with the crystalline happening before in time, so they knew how to do it with Cadence and Shining Armor. And I have told you guys before who I thought is the old king and queen of the Crystal Empire. We know that Amora was the old queen, but I do believe that the old king was actually Starswell the Bearded. But you can see my other videos about this. This video was actually to talk about that. I think like the scenarios of the Crystal Empire, the scenarios of Sombra coming over, taking and stuff like that. I feel like everything in the Crystal Empire have happened once before, or how to say that, and the ponies now are doing it, or how to say that, to actually save the Crystal Empire instead of the disappearing for 1,000 years and being overtaken by Sombra and all of this. Because I really do feel like Celestia is keeping something secret, and the secret could be that she actually erased all of the memories from the crystal ponies, or how to say that, with Sombra's magic. We know that she can use the magic. We have seen her conjure up the crystals and stuff like that. So who isn't to say that it was actually Celestia that did this with the crystal ponies and not Sombra? Now I know that it's a little bit far out there, and I really do feel like, yeah, it has to be Sombra in all cases, or how to say that. But imagine Celestia being Sombra's pupil, or Sombra and Celestia actually being Starswell the Bearded's pupil, with Luna of course, and them not only learning good magic but also dark magic, as we can see here that Celestia is using with the Crystal Empire and showing Twilight stuff, and Twilight also being able to use dark magic pretty easily, I must say, afterwards. So I do believe that this is something we should actually be very aware of. I really do feel like the thing that Starlight actually can do is something in the same lines, or how to say that. And all of this have happened once before, or how to say that. I really do feel like Starlight might be the answer, the key to everything that is going to happen, and then we're going to have a reverse, or where everything, I will not say travels back in time, but I do like the episode where they are showing the different possibilities of the future outcome, with the desert area and all of this stuff. And I have talked in other episode where I feel like it's the imagination spell that Twilight actually uses into the future to help out the scenarios within where she puts Starlight. I actually feel like this was something that Starswell the Bearded had put into the spell, and when Starlight uses it, it rekindles all of this that had happened, or how to say that. And he have seen the future. I do believe that Starswell the Bearded was actually able to travel forward into the future. I think that Celestia, Luna and Discord are able to go back into the future, and I know that they get premonitions about the future, but I don't think like they're able to travel into the future to be 100% sure. So I do believe what is happening is that Celestia, for example, gets different scenarios. That is also why we see in the episode of Magical Mystery Cure that there is all of these different episodes. Like, I know it's in the past episodes, but like, if you could imagine that Celestia gets these premonitions, and then she gets like maybe 10 different outcomes or more, and she has now to decide if she wants to erase the ones from the future, or how to say that, and she have to be sure that she takes the one that are supposed to be happening, or how to say that. Even though that maybe it has not a very good outcome, and I really do feel like this is what happened when Starsword the Bearded casted the spell, the one to another spell, and he turned into Discord and all of this stuff. I really do feel like that was what was happening. He got the premonitions about the desert wasteland. He got the premonition about T-Rex destroying everything. He got the premonition about Nightmare Moon taking over, and he could not handle it, and being in the same room with Scorpion is trying to help his friend maybe cast a spell or something to help him, and it all ended up with him turning into Discord, because it also manipulated with the elements of harmony or something in those lines. But I do feel like all of these scenarios have happened before, and I really do think into the future we will have an episode where the memory orbs, or what is that called, the one in Twilight's library, is going to fall on the cutie map, or it's going to fall on one of the main 6. The most ones I'm feeling about that it's going to fall upon is Twilight or Starlight. It could be interesting if it was actually Celestia that it fell upon, and she all of the sudden remembered all of the stuff with the Crystal Empire, all of the stuff that she had tried to erase from everybody's memories. And for example, Twilight or Starlight also got this knowledge, and then they have to question Celestia, or they had to question, like try to find a spell so they can conjure up Starsword the Bearded for a little while, and everything goes wrong and they conjure up Sombra instead, or something in those lines. I really do feel like there's going to be future episodes where something is going to go definitely wrong. And we have also seen, like in the comics, that I know that the comics is a little bit more dark than the original series, because we see Queen Amora being turned to stone and obliterated, or what is that called, destroyed by Sombra. And I really do feel like, that is not something we are going to see into the future of My Little Pony episodes. But it could be very advanced for them, or how to say that, if they had like an episode that explained why Celestia was trying to hide all of this information from Twilight and Starlight, maybe, or maybe just Twilight, I don't know. But I do feel like there's a possibility of Flurry Heart being in the same bloodline, or how to say like that, as Starswell the Bearded. And when she grows up and gets her magicals abilities under control, or how to say that, I do believe that she will maybe be able to travel into the future and actually come back and tell Twilight and the others, this is what is going to happen. And I'm very sorry, but yeah, I could not do anything to actually hinder this. I also feel like maybe this was one of the reasons why, you know, Starswell the Bearded could actually have turned into Discord, or he could have turned into you know, something that is not good for him, because I really do feel like this is a very big responsibility to have, to actually see the outcomes of, you know, the My Little Pony universe, or how to say that. And I really am thinking like into the future we're going to have episodes like this, predicting future and stuff like that. But tell me what you feel in the comments down below, if you feel like I'm going all of the way out there. And also, sorry, there's not going to be any reacts for this week, or how to say that. I will start up again maybe Tuesday. I'll see what I can do, because my curtain fell down in my living room. So yeah, I can't, you know, tape anything without it being too bright. So yeah, that is just how it's going to be, you guys. I hope that you like this, and that's actually all. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that is all for today. Yeah, okay, bye.